So welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K24 Next Gen. In today's video, we're going to be continuing with the trading every player rebuilds. And today we got the Philadelphia 76ers. The 76ers are clearly a talented team. Many, myself included, thought they maybe would have gotten a little bit worse after trading James Harden. And it turns out it was almost addition by subtraction. James Harden's no longer with this team, but Tyrese Maxey is playing at an unbelievable level right now. Joel Embiid is still playing at that MVP caliber, and this team is really, really good. So I'm excited today. It does suck we're not going to have any of those players. Real quick, if you don't know how these work, before year one kicks off, I have to trade every single player currently on the Philadelphia 76ers. At no point in time throughout the course of this rebuild may any of those players come back. End goal, obviously, is to win a championship. And I do want to just let you guys know before we get into the video, this is actually going to be the last video of this week. My apologies. I'm going home for Thanksgiving, spend some time with my family. Hopefully you guys understand, but there won't be a video Thursday, Friday. There's never videos on the weekend, so I will see you guys on Monday. As always, let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section, though. So I've been really enjoying this series so far. It looks like you guys have been as well. So let's get into this Philadelphia 76ers rebuild. We're not going to spend too much time talking about this roster because none of these players are going to be here. But this is a very, very talented team. The Sixers are off to an incredibly hot start. And I really do think that this team in real life can make a little bit of a playoff push. Now, is that more than the second round? I don't know. Clearly in the past, that has obviously not been the case. But maybe this year's different. We will find out. But very, very talented team. Got some role players back in the deal for James Harden with Los Angeles, and Tobias Harris playing well as, I didn't even mention that to kick off this video. Feel bad for Kelly Oubre. This dude was also just balling out. I still can't believe they got him basically on like a vet minimum, which is just insane because he's playing like he's worth way more than that. So good for him. Hopefully he feels better soon. Let's get into some of these trades. I do not want to trade Joel Embiid. MVP last year, and I have one trade offer. Are you kidding me? Okay, we got to find something else. Like, if I throw him in a trade with somebody, I just got to find something that, has a little bit more value. Jesus fucking Christ. I do not want to just take one trade with the Celtics. There has to be more than one offer for Joel Embiid. How about if I include him with Morris? Nothing? Really? This is just 2K at its finest right here. Yeah, it's just one fucking offer. Okay, well, that is a little bit annoying. There's nothing here. Well, I guess Joel Embiid is going to the Celtics, and I guess Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis are coming back here to Philadelphia. I don't really want to make this trade. I got a very similar trade in a video the other day, but I can't, really force something that's not there. So I guess we're making this trade with the Celtics, which is only going to make them better because I don't want to say that, Joel Embiid and Jason Tatum would be better than, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Porzingis, but they're good. Well, that's not my favorite one. It does suck that we had to kind of kick off with only one offer, but it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and throw up Maxey in a deal with somebody like Marcus Morris, who's making a little bit more money. This way, we're going to have some more offers. Maxey's still on his rookie deal, and you get it. So my eyes are closed. We have no say in any of these trades. Let's just scroll through here, and we'll stop in 3, 2, and 1. We end up with, oh my God. Fucking shoot me in the head. All right, well, D'Angelo Russell and Jaden Hood-Schifino are going to be coming here to Philadelphia. And, yeah, the Lakers basically just got Tyrese Maxey for nothing. Not my favorite start to a rebuild, I will say that. Just a little bit disappointing. Tobias Harris, you're up next. Really good season so far for Tobias Harris. And, yeah, we'll stop here in 3, 2, and 1. And it's Bradley Beal coming over from the Phoenix Suns. So it is Tobias Harris, Kenyon Martin Jr., for Bradley Beal and Yuta Watanabe. Not a horrible deal. I can live with it. Let's see else. Who else here do we have to move? We're good. Oh, no, Kelly Oubre. We'll do Oubre. How about Rocco as well? Just see if there's maybe a little bit more value there when you combine these guys. And stop. We'll go one to the left this time. It is KCP and Peyton Watson, or it would have been Obi Toppin, Jordan Nwora. Yeah, I mean, I don't really love either of those deals, but it is what it is. Continuing on, it's going to be Pat Bev and Mo Bamba. We'll throw these guys up in a trade together, and we'll just scroll through now. Eyes are closed, and we will stop, and we'll go one to the right this time. And now, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I need to start going door to door because I just fucking sold. That is just a punch in the fucking dick if I've ever seen one. Man, that stinks. All right, Paul Reed, Nicholas Batum. Damn. I really would have liked that deal there from the Lakers. And we will stop in 2 and 1. And it is, oh my God. This is not getting any better, right? I mean, we're just in a spot right now that I am not a big fan of. Daniil House Jr. and who else is left on this team? Jaden Springer, and then Korkmaz is here as well. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do these two, and then we'll do Korkmaz. I don't really worry about the guys who are on two-way deals. Stop. Troy Brown Jr., Jordan McLaughlin. Something else to keep in mind, I know I mentioned this at the top of pretty much all of these trading every player rebuilds, but I have to deal with the draft picks that I have. I don't turn off previously traded draft picks. So, yeah, I think that Furkan Korkmaz, who I believe in real life has requested 3 trades and none of the 3 have been fulfilled, will be the last player I have to move if what I'm seeing is correct. I don't believe anybody here. At least I don't think so. So final deal here, it's going to be with Korkmaz, and we will stop right now. It is for Sandro, our friend Sandro. Okay, just to clarify, I'll go through this one more time. I just want to make sure I'm 100% accurate right now with kind of what I have going on. I'm almost positive we've gotten everybody that is currently on the Philadelphia 76ers besides the two-way players. I'm not worried about them, so we should be good. I'm sure many of you know, another rule, can't make any trades after I make all the trades of the original roster in year 1. So this is what we're stuck with. I'm going to probably move some positions around, and yeah, I'll see you guys with the rotation. After trading away this entire roster, we are ready to kick off year 1 here in Philadelphia, and I'll just be straight up honest with you guys. I don't really like this team. I think the 76ers in real life are a whole lot better. This is a catastrophe. You know, I think the first trade with the Celtics we had to do. There's no really getting out of that. I mean, we were just stuck in between a rock and a hard place, basically. The second one with the Lakers that resulted in D'Angelo Russell for Tyrese Maxey makes me want to do a backflip out my window right now. I mean, that was just an egregious trade, but I guess that's part of the challenge of these videos. So, nonetheless, we're ready to kick off year 1. It is D'Lo and Bradley Beal in our backcourt, JB here at the 3. Peyton Watson going to take over as the starting power forward. I mean, there's really nobody else. So, him and Tingus Pingus are going to be our front court. KCP is actually a really good 6th-man option off the bench. Goga is backing up Kristaps Porzingis. Utah Watanabe here. Going to be a stretch 4. Jordan McLaughlin and then Troy Brown Jr. On top of that, I do want to mention I sent Jalen Hood-Schifino down to the G League. Maybe can develop a little bit down there. I can't imagine he's really going to play a significant role in this team at any point, but we will see. So that is it for year 1. I don't know really where we're going to end up. I think we could be anywhere from like a 3 seed all the way to the play-in. So we'll see. 47-35 is how we end year 1 here in Philadelphia. Now, that's honestly not terrible for a roster that was basically put together, you know, before game 1 even started. So I can live with this. This is not a terrible team whatsoever. It's a little bit better than I actually thought. LeBron James, what are we, year 21? This dude is just out of this world. Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year. Cam Thomas, holy shit, 6th man. It's good to see somebody besides CP3 win it in year 1. Giannis is your D-point. Naz Reid, most improved. This dude's playing very well in real life as well. Donovan Mitchell, Clutch Player of the Year, and Eric Spoelstra is your Coach of the Year for the Miami Heat. Let's dive into some standings. Let's just see where we're at. We are... Oh, we're right here. I almost missed it. I said the 3 seed was our ceiling. We end up as a 3 seed. It's not bad. I like it. And here's a look at the West, if you wish. And over here, in terms of some numbers, let's check it out. Jaylen Brown, Bradley Beal, Kristaps Porzingis, kind of the big 3 on this team, if you will. We have D'Angelo Russell. Not a terrible year out of D'Lo. I can live with it. Goga, actually really solid backup center option. Peyton Watson is their starting power forward. KCP, Utah Watanabe, Jordan McLaughlin, and Troy Brown Jr. Rebounds was led by Kristaps Porzingis, and D'Angelo Russell did lead us in the assist category. We have the Philadelphia, no, we're the 76ers. We have the Cleveland Cavaliers here in round 1. I'm sure many of you know this. They are, you know, not one of my favorite teams to play in these rebuilds just because of how talented they are, especially in 2K. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we lost. I don't think that's out of the question. So can we put up a fight here against Cleveland? We're down 3-1 right now, and we get bounced in 5. I think that was a little bit more of a realistic playoff ending. You know, I mentioned that to open the season, that 3 seed, okay. That we were, Nuggets go back to back, that we were going to go ahead and, you know, have some challenges, obviously. So I think 3 seed was definitely maybe a little bit of an overachievement rather than, you know, kind of the par, the standard, if you will, but that's fine. Let's get into the first offseason, a very important offseason. We now have free reign to do whatever we kind of want, except for, you know, trading back for 76ers players. Here's a look at player retirements, if you wish. Staff retirements, Bob Baer. I don't know. Jersey retirements, Blake Griffin, and draft lottery, which I'm 95% sure there's no 76ers picks in here. Let's sim through it. It is the Spurs. They have back-to-back number 1 overall picks. Holy shit. All right, staff signing. Nick Nurse has been doing an incredible job with the Philadelphia 76ers this year, and he has good ratings. He will stay as our head coach. We will now head up to the draft and see what we got. We have 24, and we have literally no other future picks, which is just insane to think about. I mean, there's just nothing here in terms of assets. So we're going to have to do something. I do want to make a trade. I'm not sure exactly, you know, who I want to trade yet, but we're definitely going to have some big decisions because I really can't justify paying Jaylen Brown and Bradley Beal like combined $100 million. I just don't think that works. So we'll see. Our first big trade of the offseason is going to come with the Houston Rockets. Now, on paper, this might not look like the smartest trade in the world, But hear me out for a second. This is my thought process. So Bradley Beal, I think we all know, is incredible. Just had a great season for us. I know he's going to regress. And I'm not saying I'm trading him only because the $50 million price tag. Maybe I insinuated that a little bit, but that's not the reason I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I think Şengün is going to progress very, very well, on top of the fact that we're getting 2 starters for 1. So I think this is kind of a home run deal for us. Caleb Houston, the 24th overall pick, also in here. And I don't even know if I'm going to keep Fred VanVleet. So means Tingus Pingus is going to move down to the 4. That's not the end of the world. He can clearly play there. The dude can stretch the floor out. Seriously, nothing. Hate this game. Thank you very much. And let's just do 27. Nothing. How about if I do this? Is there an offer? Nothing. Okay. Well, I guess the game's going to draft somebody for me in 27 in round 2. Ruben, take a hike. All right. Team player options. D'Lo declines. Interesting. KCP declines. Peyton Watson will bring back. Watanabe declines. I'll bring back Evan Fournier just because this is not a realistic rebuild. I can trade the dude. Terquavion Smith, no. Everybody else, goodbye. All right, so now we have some decisions to make. First and foremost, I can't just let D'Angelo Russell leave. What I'm going to do with D'Angelo Russell, I don't know. Gogo was also really good for us. I would not mind bringing him back. And I think we have a couple other kind of relatively big decisions to make. But, I think we're in a pretty good spot right now. I like the trade we made. D'Lo's coming back. I do want to try to get Gogo back as well. I don't know if we're going to have the funds to make that happen, but let's just check really quick. Let's do Goga. I hope he did. He actually had a really, really good season for us. And no, we do not. Well, that's a kick in the balls. Let's take a look at this roster right now. So we do need to address the shooting guard spot or the small forward spot. Jaylen Brown can play the shooting guard. I don't know exactly who I'm going to trade for. I'm obviously going to acquire somebody, but I'm also going to move Tingus Pingus back to the 4. And then we're going to figure out, it's going to be one of VanVleet or D'Lo. I'm not necessarily keen on either of them, but I don't want to trade both of them right now. So let's find a trade. I found the trade we're going to make, and it's going to come with the Charlotte Hornets. Now, maybe it's not the greatest trade in the world. I think in terms of overall value, though, we are winning this deal. So I didn't really have any plans to keep Fred VanVleet at all. So we're moving him. Troy Brown Jr. could have been a nice rotation piece, and obviously it does suck to lose Watson a little bit. Well, we're going to go ahead, acquire Terry Rozier and PJ Washington. Rozier is going to start at the 2 for me, and then Washington is just going to be a really effective backup. This team does not have a lot of good depth right now, and I think we're definitely upgrading there. So, along with that, we also don't have to give up any draft capital. Not that we have any in the first place, but that feels like a good deal to me. We have a few more moves coming. Next trade, we are sending Evan Fournier to Detroit. They want to give me a first-round pick, just furthermore proving how broken this game is. But yeah, I'm going to do that 10 times out of 10. We still need to figure out some backups. If we take a look at this team right now, I think Jalen Hood-Schifino is honestly going to get some minutes behind D'Angelo Russell. I think it's likely going to be Terry Rozier and KCP. I am a little bit worried about, them both being 30-plus years old at this point. It'll probably be fine for 1 year, though. And then I do need to figure out a Jaylen Brown backup and an Alperen Şengün backup. So let's just see our options here in terms of free agents. Drew Eubanks is probably a good backup center option for me. Bring him in on a 2-year deal. And then our small forwards are definitely going to be limited. I kind of knew that. Doug McDermott, Ish Wainwright. These are not elite options by any means. Yeah, I think maybe like Reggie Bullock might be my guy. He really didn't play last year at all, but he might be what I have to kind of go with here. So he's 6'6", decent 3-point shooter. I don't know. I guess I'll take a flyer. That's fine with me. We also do have a $19 million trade exception, not to just dismiss that, because it definitely could be important. So Reggie Bullock moved to the small forward spot. He goes up 1 overall. And I think we've done a pretty good job kind of retooling this team a little bit. We've definitely cleared out a little bit of the guys I didn't really want here, and we've added some depth that I think are some really good players. So I'll see you guys at the start of year 2. Now ready to kick off year 2 here in Philadelphia, and I'm feeling pretty good about this team. I'm very excited to see how this starting 5 kind of fits together. I think it could either be really good or really bad, so I'm hoping that it ends up being pretty good. We'll find out. It's D'Angelo Russell, Terry Rozier, and our backcourt. Not the worst backcourt in the world, definitely not the best either. JB here at the 3, Tingus Pingus moves to the 4, and Şengün, our new starting center. The bench unit's going to be led by PJ Washington. You guys know me, I don't really love big men being 6 men, but when he's the clear-cut best player coming off the bench, it only makes sense for me. Followed by him is Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Drew Eubanks, Jalen Hood-Schifino, and Reggie Bullock. So, I wouldn't say it was a great offseason, but it definitely wasn't a bad offseason. I'd give us like a B overall. So, excited to see how this year goes. I'll see you guys at the end of year 2. Year 2 comes to an end here in Philadelphia, and Giannis is your MVP. That's what, his 3rd career MVP? I think so. My math might be off. We won 52 games. I think that's 5 games better than last year. All good, trending in the right direction. I just don't know if we're truly that top tier caliber team that's a serious championship threat. So we'll find out. Ron Holland's your rookie of the year. He is in DC. Russell Westbrook is in Golden State. and is your sixth man of the year. Wow, those words are never something I thought would come out of my mouth. Nick Claxton is your DPOY. Brandon Miller, most improved. Pretty good rookie season so far from him. Damian Lillard, clutch player of the year. And JB Bickerstaff is your coach of the year. So let's check it out. Let's see where we fell. We are the 3 seed once again here in the East. I'll take it. Didn't go so well last year as a 3 seed. We're going to have Atlanta in round 1. Hopefully it goes better this time. And here's the, wow, the Grizzlies with 48 wins took the 1 seed here in the West. Jesus Christ. All right, here's a look at some numbers on the season. Jaylen Brown played very well for us. Kristaps Porzingis, Terry Rozier, D'Lo, Şengün, Baby Jokic here, just maybe not obviously as good. PJ Washington, Jalen Hood-Schifino, KCP, Eubanks, Bullock. In terms of boards, it was Şengün, and assists was also Alperen Şengün. So, as previously mentioned, it is us and the Atlanta Hawks here in 2K in round 1. What the fuck am I saying in 2K? They've moved on from Trae Young. I have no idea. Who did you trade Trae Young for? Did I trade you Van Vliet? Who did I get? No, I sent Fred Van Vliet. Did I send him to Charlotte? No, I sent him to Houston, right? No. I got him from Houston. I'm an idiot. Where did I send him? Yeah, I sent him to Charlotte. So did they trade Trae Young for Fred Van Vliet? Oh, what an unserious organization. Well, I'm slightly less worried at this point in time. I still am kind of, like, shocked a little bit, I would say, about the fact that they moved Trae Young like that. And we're tied up going to Game 7. We're blowing it up. We're blowing it up. I'm fucking sick of this shit. Okay, cool. Zion Williamson, Donovan Mitchell. Awesome. Have fun, fellas. Good Lord. Okay, so now comes a decision that is going to be a big one. We're clearly making a trade. Are we comfortable enough with Nick Nurse moving forward to lead this team to a championship? A championship team, I will mention, that has not been out of the first round of the playoffs yet. So just something to keep in the back of your mind. You know, I think most of the time I would fire my coach. I don't know if his ratings have anything to do with it, because he definitely has good ratings. Who are my options here? Stauffer's here. I've had some really good success with Jacob Underwood in the past, but those ratings just aren't as good. You know, I don't know if that makes sense from Frank Vogel. Not a fucking chance in hell. Billy Don, no. Mark Deck, no. What? Oh, I thought that was Russell. I was so confused. Evan Cross. Yeah, like, I don't think that the problem here is Nick Nurse. I think his ratings are perfectly fine. I don't see this as the problem. And, I'd say I'd just go out and get Mike Stauffer here, but not only one do I get him a lot, and I don't want to do that. On top of the fact that his ratings really aren't that much better than Nick Nurse's. He's also the big man coach, whatever the hell that is. I know what it is. For Cleveland right now, and they're just not going to let me sign him. So, you know what? Nick Nurse is going to be staying. It's weird. I probably would have fired a lot of coaches in that situation. You live and you learn. So we do have the 18th overall pick. Is it time to make a trade right now? I think it could be. So let's see what we can find. We just pulled off a trade and acquired DeJounte Murray. I was trying not to give up one more first-round pick, but I ended up, kind of caving and doing so. So Terry Rozier, that was our 18th overall pick from Detroit. Drew Eubanks, 2 seconds and a first-round pick from us in 2099. Are going to Atlanta for DeJounte Murray. So, it's not the end of the world that we gave up all that value, but I think it hurts losing Eubanks a little bit. He's a solid center, good depth piece. And then I didn't want to give up the 2029 first because I think that could be another valuable trade piece. So I am excited to have DeJounte Murray here. I do not want to undersell that because he's a very big addition. Jalen Hood-Schifino is going to be coming back, qualifying offer, Şengün, obviously. And then let's take a look here in free agency. I know we don't have any money. I'm probably going to be a little bit of an ass. Oh, holy shit. That's a big chunk of change there for Mr. Şengün. All right, he's cool. We can just, yeah. I'm going to re-sign KCP and probably trade him immediately. Not saying he's not a good player. Probably could have stayed on this team the entire video. I'm just a little bit worried about regression. We've already seen him tick down a couple overalls. I think that'll probably continue if we keep him on this team. So I just don't want to lose him for nothing, though, not clearly. So let's take a look here and see what we can do in terms of trades. There's not a lot of depth on this team. We could possibly have the starting 5 figured out if I want to keep D'Angelo Russell, which I don't really know if I do. Like, if I traded him and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope on our last first-round pick, I mean, what are my options? Okay. Well, I can't imagine anybody's going to beat that. What the fuck? What? Well, we have Atlanta's backcourt here now. I am just wildly confused how that was even a possibility. But yeah, I'm doing that 10 times out of 10. So our bench is probably going to stink a little bit, which, it sucks. It's not the end of the world for me. I'm just like mildly shocked right now. So we're good at the backup power forward spot. A lot of these guys are a little bit older. I would love to bring back Paul Reed. Obviously, I just can't do that. Wow, I am very surprised. Kenrick Williams would be... I don't need a backup for dipshit. So Caruso would be great. I think he's a little bit too old. I definitely do worry about his, regression, kind of the same thing I would worry about with KCP. But, looking at the options here, I'm not really seeing much else. So I think it makes sense to take a flyer on him. Actually, I know he's going to be a 73 overall. I do. So maybe Malik Beasley, maybe not nearly as good as Caruso, but is a little bit younger. God, that's not really getting me too excited heading into a hopeful championship season. So we still need a backup center and a backup small forward. I guess Terrence Davis is going to be my guy here. And yeah, we're just kind of grasping at straws right now, unfortunately. So I'm going to sign Wenyen Gabriel, and then I'm going to sign somebody else. We'll sign like Devontae Graham. We're going to include these guys both in a trade together. Not exactly my favorite thing to do, but in a situation like this, we don't really have a choice. So I got to get better backups. I'm still so... Oh, wow. I can just get Drew Eubanks back. Beautiful. Okay, and we also got a first, which means maybe I can go ahead and trade Terrence Davis and these 2 first-round picks and just see what we got here. It's not a long list. How about... Hang with me on this. I'm going to get crafty right now, and you're not going to like the moves I'm making. I'm going to do Beasley, Davis, and a first. And just curious. John Wall. Nick Richards, I don't really need a center. Vasile Micic could be a viable option for him. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know if that's a serious upgrade. So, unfortunately, this is kind of the situation you run into when you do some of these... what I'm going to do? I'm going to hang on to everybody right now, and then I'm probably going to make the trades at the start of year 3. Let's do that. Also, this is why I didn't sign Caruso. The game literally automatically signed him for me anyways. I knew he was going to be down to a 73 overall. It's funny how things work out. I will now be an asshole, and I'll include him in a trade. I'm just curious what my options are here. Like, Buddy Hield is probably a better option. I think that would be a safe bet, in the 2K scenario anyways. I'm not really seeing much else that I'm tremendously interested in, so I guess Buddy Hield's going to be my guy. We're also getting Frank Jackson. Riveting deal right there. So he'll be my backup shooting guard, and then I still do want to upgrade my backup small forward. And then, yeah, I mean, this bench is just, to put it nicely, is not very good, but it's kind of what we have heading into the final year. Marjon Beauchamp could be my backup small forward. I think that's probably the way and probably who I'm going to go with. I think that's probably the best option we do have. So Marjon Beauchamp, welcome to the team. All right, so I like the moves we have made. I think this team is in a position to make a deeper run. I still cannot believe we got Trae Young basically for nothing. I mean, we got a very good player for not a very good player, and I'm very excited about that. So let's set to the rotation. It is now the start of year 3 here in Philadelphia. We are hoping for a championship, and we haven't even been out of the first round. Very, very disappointing, but we went ahead this offseason, made some major moves, completely changing our backcourt from D'Angelo Russell and Terry Rozier to Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. We just brought the Atlanta Hawks backcourt over here in 2 trades that I was honestly surprised. Like, I gave up more for DeJounte Murray than I did for Trae Young, which is just not saying DeJounte Murray is a bad player, but, I don't think they would be the same trade value, hypothetically. I don't know. There are backcourt. JB still here at the 3, Tingus Pingus at the 4. Şengün, I thought it would go up a couple more overalls, but he's still going to be our center. We've actually made some improvements to the bench. Washington will remain our 6-man. Newly acquired Marjon Beauchamp follows him, Jalen Hood-Schifino, Buddy Hield, and then Drew Eubanks. So I think this team is poised to make a deep run. I'm sure Sixers fans have been saying that for years, but I truly do believe that this is the team to do it. So I'll see you guys at the end of the 3rd and final regular season. Our best record yet to wrap up the 3rd regular season, 63-19, just beautiful, just beautiful. I'm loving it. Luka Doncic is your MVP, a near triple-double. VJ Edgecombe, interesting name. I've never seen you win Rookie of the Year for, but good for you, VJ. Why Domantas Sabonis is a 6-man? I have no fucking idea. Chet Holmgren is your DPOY. Scoot Henderson, most improved. Nikola Jokic, clutch player of the year. And good. I'm happy we kept Nick Nurse. He's your coach of the year. I'm assuming we're the 1 seed. Let's just check and make sure we are here in the East, and it is the best record in all of basketball. So hopefully this is the year. I think we could get it done. I think we have a really talented group that honestly fits pretty well together. Let's just see if we can get it done. So, who do we got round 1? It is us in the 8-seeded Wizards. They've added Jamal Murray. I don't know why Jamal Murray is in Washington or what the hell they traded to get him, but I'm not terribly worried about this first-round matchup. So, I have said that in the past, though, and we haven't made it out of the first. Look at us making it out of the first round. Moving on to the 5-seed Indiana Pacers. Halliburton's incredible. They've added Josh Giddey, not having the greatest start to this year in real life, but he'll bounce back. I'm confident. But this is an insane backcourt. The ball movement here is just out of this world. Insane to think about. Okay, let's see what happens here. We're 1-1 with them right now. We go up 2-1. Big game 4, and we win in 5. Us and the Pistons here in the East Finals. Young, up-and-coming team. They've added Jonathan Kuminga and Corey Kispert. Okay. I like it. What happens here in the East Finals? We're down 2-0. Not what I'm looking for. We tie it up. We go up 3-2. And we're in the finals. We're in the NBA Finals. We're taking on SGA and the rest of the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are what, dog? I mean, here I am thinking, I always play the Thunder, and typically they're a god squad. Maybe I'll have a little bit of help on my side because Josh Giddey clearly no longer in Oklahoma City. No, they just signed Kyrie Irving, or traded for. I have no idea. So, well, that won't be fun. Another insane backcourt. We take game 1. They take game 2. We go up 2-1. We go up 3-1. And can we get this done? We're back here in Philadelphia. Can we close them out and get a championship here in today's video? It'd be an incredible way to end this one. And it looks like we're going to do so, barring an insane choke. So let's get in there. Oh, my God. I'm very happy that this team was able to get it done. I still cannot believe that we were honestly able to trade for Trae Young so easily. Now, I think there's other moves like improving the bench and, adding DeJounte Murray as well. That definitely helped the team in general, but just the fact that we were able to get Trae Young for what felt like a bag of basketballs is just insane. I'm very happy about it. So he's got 31-9 on the night. Impressive. 12-9-13 from Şengün. Baby Jokic going brazy out here in the NBA Finals. And, I think this one is pretty much out of reach. I would say that's probably a safe bet at this point. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has actually had an incredible start defensively this year in real life. Let's call an ISO, and then I want a quick floppy. Who are we going to run it for? It's going to be JB. Looks like it is going to be Jaylen Brown. Over to the corner. Jaylen Brown, three-pointer. Bang. Gets it to go. And we are just feeling good right now. It does kind of disgust me to see Jaylen Brown in a Philadelphia 76ers jersey as the Celtics fan in me. But you know what? I'm happy we're getting JB a ring here, even if it is in Philadelphia. So big board there from him. I don't really want to play till the starters get subbed out. I want to keep them in right now. Just kick it over here to DeJounte Murray. Just go right by Kyrie Irving. No foul call. Still gets the shot to go. I should turn up my difficulty, but, no one's really complained, and I'm already pretty fucking bad at this game. If it was like a real nail-biter, I would maybe consider turning it up. The game was already over. It didn't really matter. Everybody's playing well right now. I haven't really seen, one single bad stat line right now. Kyrie Irving, Jaylen Brown, giving them the business. You like to see it. So that extends our lead to 30 with exactly 2 minutes left to go. We'll do one more defensive possession, then one more offensive. Just shoot. I don't care. Just shoot the fucking basket. Nope. Just shoot. Oh, my God. SGA. Thank you. Jesus Christ. I have no idea who we're going to run a play for. I kind of want to pick and roll, like a little slam dunk to kind of end it. So let's just see. Can we do that? Let's clear it out, and then let's call Tingus Pingus over here. He's going to set us the screen. He's got to roll. Porzingis! Oh, my God. We get it done. That is a Year 3 championship, and one I am very happy about. And Alperen Şengün, Finals MVP. Just insane. All right, man. So that caps off the 76ers trading every player rebuild, and it results in a championship. So I was a little nervous after the end of Year 2 in the playoffs. I was. I can't even lie to you guys. I thought there was a possibility that this video maybe ended without a championship. Clearly, that was not the case. So I'm very happy with this one and how it went. I hope you guys definitely enjoyed watching. I just want to touch again. There's not going to be any videos, tomorrow, Thursday, Thanksgiving here in the U.S. or Friday. My apologies. I'm going to, spend time with family. Hopefully that's cool. So, yeah, I will see you guys all on Monday. And, yeah, if you guys have any other video ideas, as always, make sure to let me know down below in the comment section. This was a blast. I'm happy for you 76ers fans. As always, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all on the next one.